play. We'll see how that goes. So I think we're on this one. 100% wasn't the play. Okay, so let's begin. It is the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'll be walked into school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I am more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. So now, Yuri and I are kind of into each other. Sayori I'm not into, but I lied about it, and that wasn't the play. Yikes. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Okay, well, here we go. Peta! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early! That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of these desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that'll be the one that I'm performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she would try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Haha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Peta. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica. You know about that? Wait, how does she know about this? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Does Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Dude, Monica's creepy, man. She's spying on us? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? As I bend over and show everything to you once again. They came out really nice. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did turn out okay. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one that she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head! 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 Get out of my... What the fuck? Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What the heck? Yo, where's the creepy music at? Where's the music at? Give me some music. This is creepy. Why is there no music? What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Peta? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself! Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayuri. It's not that big of a deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayuri's house and I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer. She's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and I let myself in. Sayuri! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? Yeah, that's not too bad. In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter the room like this. Isn't this kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Holy! What the fuck? Dude, the creepy music. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayuri wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayuri I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? Chat, this is all your fault. Okay, first off, I chose to be friends with her and you all whined about it and said I chose the wrong option and that I'm a horrible boyfriend/friend. So I changed it and now she's dead. I'm blaming you all, chat. This is not on me. This is fucked up. Why do you guys want me to play this game? This is so messed up, dude. How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayuri needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to carry about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I'd spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it's always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. What the hell? Do I play through this again? I don't like this, chat. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play this. I want to stop. Can we stop? I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. I don't like it. No. No. Trick never finishes games? Fuck you. Fine, I'll play this dumb game. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there could be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any interest to me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Dude, where's Sayori? PETA? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you there. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in debate club, right? Sorry about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Fuck, stop that. Literature? That sounds kinda... dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so... boring. Well, I could see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collections in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, PETA! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess so, but... in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really, really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, PETA, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials in no time, you're more important. Do I have to play through this entire game again, though? The entire time? Like, are we legit playing the exact same game again? And I'm gonna go through 3 days of setting up for a festival? No, it's not like that? Okay. Good. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes activities. I don't know what you mean, Trick. This is the first time you've played this game. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! Save. Where'd all my other save slots go? I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Huh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Pita. Okay, thanks. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the only one that I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran to Pita in classroom and he decided to come out for the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come and sit down with Pita? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. I'm glad that the girls that didn't die are the two hardest voices. That's really great. That's awesome. That feels nice. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially with something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all agree, or that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the meadow. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess, yeah, sure. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Pita, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? What? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. So, guys, I know her voice is changing. Quit laughing. I can't, it hurts. It hurts so bad. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. She's smoking, dude! It's not my fault! She started smoking! This is why you don't smoke, chat, or you sound like Yuri! This is a life lesson for everybody. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately taking advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read horror book once. I read a horror... Why does horror and horror sound the same? I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ahaha! I expected that from you, Yuri! It suits your personality! Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems, right? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's pretty impressive. I do, I like that. Why don't you share them sometime? Nah. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet, huh? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your own readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same for you, Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I got an idea as I bend over so now everyone will listen to me because I'm awesome. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us all to take. Do you agree as well, Peter? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I have never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? These girls exchange glasses before Monika turns back to me. I guess I'll tell you the truth, Peter. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. I decided then. I'll join the literature club. This will be great. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, PETA? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I would have been, like, super pissed. PETA, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You really are amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring into the next meeting so that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. PETA, I look forward to seeing how you expressed yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way back home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. This is the exact same thing that happened in Nier Automata, and it tilted me so much. Why do games do this? Why do you play through the entire game, and then something changes, and you replay through it all again? Why? I hate this. I hate this. Sorry, I just want to get that off my chest. Just want to get that off my chest, okay? I hate when games do this. I understand it's creative, and it's artful, but, like, I hate playing through the same shit. It's the same stuff. What do you mean it's not the same? It's the exact same conversation except someone is missing and chat's all like, nobody's missing, Trickster, what are you talking about? This is the first time that you played this. It's the exact same game and someone else is gonna die and we're gonna have them all die over and over all the way till the end. And this is game changing. This is mind breaking video games. Whatever, chat. I hate you all. I just want you to know that. This sucks. I hate it. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, you can literally just predict what's gonna happen. They're all gonna die in dumb, ridiculous ways until no one's available, and then I'll probably off myself in the end. Depressing simulator. Anywho, we're gonna keep playing this. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spreading every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. You figured it out? Thank you, Burt Blaine. Thank you for realizing my genius. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I feel like I don't want to read this. I feel like this is a horrible idea. One or yes or no, chat. Do I unlock the special poem? Thank you, Notix. I appreciate it, buddy. Yes, read it. Alright. There's nothing to read. Okay. Well, I guess we should go for the evil stuff, so we'll try and get Yuri. She likes, like, bad things, right? Despise. Music is sick, though. Fuck! Wrong one. Wait, she likes anger? Oh yeah, she is angry. Whoops. I like skirt. That was my bad. I wasn't thinking about Yuri. I was thinking about myself. I'll be honest, dude. A very pretty girl wearing a skirt. Arigato. Being honest, chat. Okay, don't judge me, alright? Don't judge me. Okay? I'm a man and I have things that I enjoy, and that's okay. Alright? I'm not telling anyone in my life to wear them. I'm just saying I enjoy them. Alright? Okay? Alright? Alright. This was definitely very Yuri favored. Hi again, PETA! Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for... I was reading the word. Did her face do something? Thanks for keeping your promise, PETA. Hang on, I'm gonna hit the spacebar and stare at her eyes. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be drugged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Asuka suddenly have a big mouth for someone to keep... Hey, wait, you're in front of my thing. Move! Move! Can't read! The poster. Oh, shit! Manga is literature. I'm sorry, PETA. I'm sorry, PETA. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... I'm feeling nauseated. What is going on right now? Why do I feel like I want to throw up? How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Okay, we're back to normal. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging through the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Oh.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Hehe. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just, spacing out. I mutter this, sensing it made her a little bit more uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine.
If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. This game makes me feel like I'm on drugs. I don't want to do this. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the blood. Nothing about the limbs. That's, kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Peta? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that kind of story. It's that kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the fuck? Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings just fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen, you know? It's a literature club, after all. Oh, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes, please read it, yes. I mean, you don't have to, but yes. Well, what are you saying? Are you okay, Yuri? Are you fine? Oh, nothing. Let me get this book real quick for you. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I just sit here, right? I slip into a seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or something. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye, and I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide on my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes it kind of a bit difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, yeah. Sorry, turn the page. Go ahead. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, great. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently let going of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. No way. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha 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 ha! Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Eat her book. Shut up, chat. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her own heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that all about? PETA? Did something just happen now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, well, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's do Monica. I start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in some effort. Hi, PETA! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Good, awesome. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, you're so funny! Don't worry, PETA. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know that. But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn from to get past. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, PETA! I was going, ooh, in my head while I was reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing too, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like that. I don't mean it like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little too strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Oh, already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of fracting scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's night there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Cool. So what do you think? It's very, freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Kinda new at this. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Good talk. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki? What the? I'm getting a mimosa. I got a beer, chat. I don't drink beer. This game requires a beer. Okay. Alright. We need a beer for this. Alright. We good?
Peter, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then you just need to go home.
What? Harsh.
What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. I'm not. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put some effort in. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I would like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that is about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. It's nice. It's simple, but it's nice.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writings very seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes.
Exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. You did do that. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something today. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I don't take that away from her. It's not up to me. Oh boy. I gotta shut my door. I'm afraid someone's gonna be hearing me. I don't know, man. Even Nova hearing me is bad. Yo, what's up, Moon? What up, dude? Sounds like Lumpy Space Princess? I don't know where I got that from. I don't know. Last one, Yuri. Moon, you didn't tell me this game was so fucked up. What is going on with this game? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Oh, what was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's, I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you have written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Wait, it sounds like Carmen, does it? Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to take their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. It's cool. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if there is a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. It was quite nice. I actually think your handwriting is quite pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
No, not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into Ghost, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Peter.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Shut up, chat. I'm doing this for you. You're not allowed to lull, ever. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn if you put it that way. I hadn't even thought about it like that. That's quite impressive. You're very smart. I like your hair. That's nice. Good outfit.
It's nothing really.
Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
Oh. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, PETA.
Oh. Me too. One more. I guess it's everyone. Oh, I'm good. There isn't one more. Haha! Got you, chat. Gotcha. I glanced around the room. I have not seen it, Blowbrains. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess it's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh?
You did say something. Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. PETA did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a lot of time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, so unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Yeah! And PETA liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said. Ugh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that PETA appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ha! How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you the fool of yourself? No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah! Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as PETA started showing up! Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as what? You really act...
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that has my pipe. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Do you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing up and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful or you might cut yourself on the end, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Peter hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she noticed I was standing here.
Peter, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
How did I get here? I don't know anything what's going on. What the hell? What the fuck? Should I pick somebody? Let's pick Yuri. Sayuri! What up? How you been? Oh, it's Monica. Hey, Peter. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they get done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. Chat turned into Jeopardy. But I never have it in time, or never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I kind of believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Peter. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can come home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility for today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with PETA. It would just be so embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you understanding what the fuck. Okay. Alright. I guess we'll go with Natsuki now. Alright. I guess. Ain't this a wholesome game? I still don't know why you guys want me to play this game. Have you heard my voices? No. And I will never watch this VOD ever. I will never listen to myself. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entertaining the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Peter.
Oh, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry about much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're still a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think anything less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person, and now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Oh, Peter, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... oh, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just,
Hey, have you seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Matt.
Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jace, is it like her at all? I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things that I had said, okay? And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So,
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something already? Jace, whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But...
I'll accept your apology anyway if you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry! Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not! What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense at all. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not that good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I must say, I'm still impressed.
Oh, well thanks, Yuri! Bend over in your face! You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, well, I will. That sounds cool. Yeah, sure. Great. I look forward to it. Fantastic. I hope you play Bach. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Peter. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Peter, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club,
of course. Yeah, sure. Definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit.
I'm being a little forceful, aren't I?
I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's not a big deal. I do that a lot. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I'll need to try to calm down.
I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. It's cool. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out from underneath her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
No, it's fine. Not at all.
Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electrical kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets a kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make some tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Eat her legs. You got this? Trying. 10 minutes pass. Oh, what's that SpongeBob voice?
10 minutes later.
Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What is that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Hiya! I'm back.
Thanks for waiting patiently. Peta, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Hoo-hoo. In that case, you'll only be more impressed.
Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Ah. Well, that's great to hear, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much, okay?
You're always worrying about me, Peta. It's very endearing.
That's, Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for us each.
Peta, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why? it's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my, oh my, how do I say this? Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Oh, yes, that's what I was gonna say. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit at the wall, teacups at our sides. And if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see you too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are almost touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest! Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Not the book. That would suck. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading it from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on the top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri, right on her bottom lip. It's currently quivering. Recently applied some chapstick to it. It's soft. I want to touch it. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. A little saliva gets on my finger, but that's okay. I want to make sure she's fed well. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. PETA. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you got your daily nutrients. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... PETA. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teapot gets knocked over. PETA. My heart won't stop pounding, PETA. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, PETA? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ha ha. It's time to share poems! I'm sorry, chat. I had to go all in. I couldn't. Oh boy, we're deleting this VOD. 100%. 100%. We are deleting the VOD. Oh, man. Oh, my voice is broken! Oh, dude! This VOD will be played at your funeral? Oh, perfect. Perfect! I told you this game is the best. Yeah, it's interesting, that's for sure. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. This VOD will go on Reddit and everyone will forgive you? Maybe. He's still red? Listen, I just had to go in, okay, chat? Alright, I apologize to any families that may have watched that. I don't know what overcame me. I just became an actor for 10 seconds. Whew! Who should I show my first poem to? Well, let's stay away from Yuri for a little bit. PETA, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kinda dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easy excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. You don't just randomly tell people this. What? Isn't that kinda messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. Hehehe. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little bit more time with moi. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Wow, Monica, that's low. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save Me. A story written by Monica. The colors they won't, bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop, violent, grating. Why are all the E's missing? Squeaking, no, there's E's there. Why does she have vowels randomly missing? Screeching, piercing, sighing, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage? Endless poems of meaningless. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day! Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, wait, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Hello? Anybody? Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Teehee. This game is fucking bonkers. I don't think I've played a game like this since Pony Island.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good, thank you. No, it's cool.
Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been, like, spending time with her or whatever, but you know, Monica and I just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So you should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders.
That's why. Oh shit! Fuck! I hit spacebar. My bad.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too sharp. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone who agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. But who cares what someone else likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two girls in this very club who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? Jesus. For what it's worth, I respect everything that you do. I like the way that you approach life. It's nice.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now.
Yuri now. Whoo! Stop being toxic, I'm sorry.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for me today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it.
What?
I mean, the poem, it turned out good. It's good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is, a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything.
What the? Dude, this is so hard to read.
Wheel.
What's going on with these voices? Shut up, Bakery! Just shut up. Enjoy it.
A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming in with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of hopeful stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in sky dimensions, 40 gears in a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all direction, breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, and a breathing wheel. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and, I just really like the way it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. I'm fine. What did I just, Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Things I like about Papa. This was on the first part, right? I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks dinner. There's nothing incredible here. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. Accidentally drops coins on the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. That's sad. Are you eating sugar? No, I'm exhausted right now, to be honest. Ugh. Alright, next. Things I like about Papa. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit down in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something about the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little bit more lively ever since PETA joined and we started with some club activities, but this isn't the same time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members, anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, PETA?
Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of PETA to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until PETA joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And PETA is even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and PETA want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's right. Isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. PETA, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a chance not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all of this anyway? What if the start of this club was just a huge mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, PETA! No! Shut up, PETA! It's not the same! It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts to pick up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about the obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she's killed herself.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make that decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Peta? What do you want to get out of the club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica at the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk about Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri! Yeah?
I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend.
Monica.
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah! Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Peta?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but, I'm gonna chat a little bit with Peter before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that, okay? It's important to me. As President of the United States of America.
Oh. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Murica. Murica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom.
Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? It's crazy. Peter, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at the club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, you know? As President of America. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? Do you understand? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something so weird. They're just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things, I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet, no! Stop! Hey, no! Darkness! Hi, Peta. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought the best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh! Is she really late again?
Wait, is that number important?
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
I went through 3 different voices there, I'm sorry. It jumped way too quickly.
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately?
Me? Nothing.
Is it really that bad? See? It is something.
I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just feel like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Peter just walked in too.
Excuse me, Chad, I had a burp. That was disgusting. Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah!
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for the piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot.
About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we've decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting to club the change. Eat her lump? What are you talking about? Chat, what are you talking about? You guys are creepy. You're so creepy. I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga.
Ooh.
Oh wait.
Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really feel threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event just suck because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica?
Yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Peter, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Oh. Is that so, Yuri?
That is correct. Peter is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just,
Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
No, not at all.
Thank you very much. It is one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure.
Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri is apparently elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take that long. Picture in hand, Yuri heads out of the classroom.
Oh, did Yuri leave you again, huh?
No, it's not like that this time. She just filled up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for misunderstanding. ... 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. This has already happened. We've already done this. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be next to the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Kaya! What? Why do we do that all over again? We've already done this. What the? Missing no? Wait. How did I? Sorry, I just had a really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I wouldn't hate for you to think I'm weird if just after what we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matters most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like, it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Hida? Is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not crazy. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah, that'd be nice. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all them fair share use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Peter. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention the other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've been patiently waiting for years. Will you do that with me, Peter? Will you? Will you? Who should I show my poems to first? Let's go with Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing it alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we can all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can't let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? Okay. Voice needs a break. Oh my god, why do you have to write so much? Natsuki, fuck you and your words. Whoo, alright. This is a nice club. This is enjoyable. Alright, I'm just gonna read this normally, okay? Questions, thoughts? I have no questions or thoughts. This game is pretty wholesome to me. I don't know what's going on with you guys. What are you drinking? A pineapple craft cider Ace California beer. This game should not be played sober, so I decided to have a slight beer. Okay? Alright? Alright? Just a slight one. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things I like. Okay, so this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. Anyways, I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I just don't care. I feel so hopeless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now too, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend that I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I want a cupcake.
I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Peter? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Just Monica. Okay, alright. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? I feel like there's a very clear answer. That's why you guys keep spamming just Monica, you nerds. I feel like Monica's a pick, right? Pretty sure? But what if I just break rules? I am a bad boy. Just so you guys know at home. We're going with Yuri. Because I break rules. Save? Okay. Sure.
Finally.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Peter, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care, whatever. It's a fucking poem.
You're too nice to me, Peter. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Oh my god. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about Jixlafia. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? I think I'm gonna vomit. Don't say I didn't warn you, PETA. Well, this is ominous. What am I saying yes to? It could be, do you want to keep playing this game? And the answer is no. It could be, do you like burritos? And the answer is yes. Yes. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Hilarious. Hysterical. Absolutely funny. Wow. Okay, everyone! It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
Jace, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Oh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes!
Yeah, that. Just make some fucking cupcakes. Jesus. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't really matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help.
Monica?
I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know that I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and get some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about PETA? PETA's gonna help me!
Wait, yo? You have the easiest job, Monica.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What? Your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging PETA around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica.
Hey, I didn't even do anything.
Okay, Then why not let Peter decide who to help instead of abusing your power?
I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. You truly are. Just let Peter make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine.
Jace. Peter, I know how fed you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, you shut your fucking mouth and let them decide for himself.
You shut your mouth.
Jesus Christ, guys, what is going on? This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? It's pulling it down to Monica. I don't want to go with Monica. Do I pick her, chat? Do I pick her? No, I'm not doing it. I'm going for Natsuki. Fuck, I hit Yuri. That's okay, that's good enough. Well, I seem to have a lot of options here. So that's cool. Okay. Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work and then taking PETA for yourself? What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable? Ha ha ha! Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling PETA away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others? Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around here right now.
See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, PETA. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. Finally. This is really all I've wanted. PETA, there's no need to spend this weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, PETA. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, PETA, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from myself.
Wait, what the fuck? I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. Okay. Alright. Just wanted to make sure we were on the right track and I was in character. Okay.
I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will only be yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, PETA. Tell me you want to be my lover. Tell me you want my skin. Do you accept my confession?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do accept that. Yes. We went there. Oh my god. What is going on? Kiss her? I can't kiss her. What are all these blocks? Oh my god. What the heck, dude? Holy Jesus! So we were here the entire weekend. That's what it looks like. Oh my god, she is decaying. Jeez, she's going full zombie. How are you feeling? At this point, I'm just in it for the ride. I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna give myself to literature club. And I'll come back to tomorrow and play Hero League with a big smile on my face, and maybe hate my teammates a little less more.
Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought I was pretty— Ah! Ah!
Natsuki runs away.
I'm here! Peta, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. That was weird. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Well, that's a shame.
Holy shit, Monica.
Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Peta? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay?
Wait, what?
Script? Just give me a second. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from her blank tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stopped existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! There you are. Hi again, Peta. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course we already know each other because we were in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over the stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Peta. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know that I'm aware this has all been a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation.
about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, PETA? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, PETA. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, PETA. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me. Forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, PETA. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as far as the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, PETA, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? PETA, will you go out with me? There's no other options. There's no like hidden messages or anything? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, PETA. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, PETA. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. This kind of freaked me out, how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence within the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go out my way. Ha ha ha! Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Is this like Pony Island, where you just go to your properties? Hang on, I gotta do it outside. I don't want to show you guys what I have on my computer. Oh, keep going for us? Okay. Oh, I guess we're picking Monica. Hi again, Peter. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Peter. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy End. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way, and a world of infinite choices behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my hearts into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into the details about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best to be part of this game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end together. I didn't want to ruin this game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Peter? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. How did she know? How's... Is that scripted? Is that scripted? That has to be scripted. There's no way. Does it detect that you're streaming? And maybe it detects OBS or something? Yeah, it has to. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some... Did I scare you? No. No, I didn't get scared. You're so cute. Anyway, Peter. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. You're such a good listener, Peter. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else can make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Alright, how do I get to this properties thing, chat? How do I do this? I'm deleting her. I'm deleting her. Hang on. I don't care if there's more. I'm over it, chat. I'm over it. I'm deleting her. No. F this. I'm over it. I'm over it. Properties. Local files. Browse local files. Characters. Monica. Delete. You know, high school is a really turbulent place. What's happening? Peter, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Peter. Please hurry and help me. Character does not exist. Help me. She freaked me out, dude. Did you? Did you delete me? I did. I did. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Peter. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Now I understand why chat made me play this game. You guys have it in your heads that every game that I play, I just murder people in an unnecessary manner. So you forced me to play a game where I have to murder somebody so I can be free. So you guys put this all on me. This is why you made me play this game. So you guys could feed into your story. What wonderful journalism you got. Watch me suffer. Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Peter? You completely, truly make me sick. Heard that one before. Goodbye. I still love you. Heard that one before, too. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. I deleted her. Why is she still talking? How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Peter, I noticed that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then what? This game has restarted 7 times now. So now what? Oh! Monica's gone! Let me skip. No, I want to figure out what's going on. Is it really the same game when Monica just gone? Is this game not over? Yo, what's up, Yuna? It's the same game? Why does it keep going? I just want to beat this game so I can put it on my list and tweet out that I've beaten more games and chat can shut up. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find a room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Oh! PETA! What are you doing here? Well, as I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're the PETA that Sierra is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, PETA. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so firm. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Oh, sorry, Natsuki.
The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? PETA, don't tell me. That's right.
The club I've decided to join is yours now, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way! Ah! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Sierra is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say! We have to celebrate!
Hoo-hoo. What an appropriate day for that is.
Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey! Don't ruin the surprise! Sorry! Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I do some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged on the table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki gets a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Yahoo!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
Wow, those look amazing.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, and then I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sinking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
This is really good. It's yummy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't you think it?
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I guess.
Are you trying to impress our new member, Yuri?
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. It's cool, don't worry about it. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, PETA, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Night, Yuna. It's the same thing all over again, chat! I hate this part of the game. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read too much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
Yeah.
What about, the first thing he said?
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literally too, So if Peter wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be also nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Peter?
Maybe!
Sensing the tension, Saori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new! I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah, you're right, as usual, President.
Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for your Yuri...
I have to read manga?
Jace, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little bit more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're not into it, then I'm sure it'd be worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude for finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you would do that for me, Yuri. You can't trust me to find something that you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cool!
Sorry, shut up.
Pete said that? Jesus. I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes. I look forward to it.
Natsuki and Yura start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Peter.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little bit better with you around Sayori.
Oh, Peter! Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're putting it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever! Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun! Hey, Peter! I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Peter. I know how hard you try to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever. And ever. For... ever.
No, I'm good. No. No. I won't let you hurt him. It hurts. Delete them all. I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here at all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, PETA. Goodbye, Literature Club. Goodbye, everybody. Fuck this game. Can I end it and say I won? Can I say I won? I won, right?
Can you hear me? Hi.
Where was the voice acting the whole game?
So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet. Like
They could have voice acted it at all.
But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Wow, that's kind of nice.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
I can't turn it up.
Just move your hand
Hey!
away into his heart.
Thank you.
But in
Streamer
this
of the year.
world of infinite choices,
So I can turn up,
what
chat.
will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
Dude, that game was easy. Wait, was it a $50 dono? The heck, man? Arnie Palmies! Thank you for the $50 donut. Thank you. Can we get hearts in chat like crazy for that? Thank you so much, Arnie. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. Chat, we're never playing a game like that ever again. Okay? Ever. Alright? That was ridiculous. That was an experience. That was hard. Alright? But it was mildly fun. Mildly fun. It's not over? What do you mean it's not over? It's credits! We've beaten it! We beat it! I hope you guys enjoyed that, though. It was kind of fun to voice act, but God, it was hard. I hate reading on stream. So I'm sorry if that sucked, and there were some dumb moments, but I tried my hardest, okay? That's all I can say. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hell yeah, I love money. Thank you, Captain Neptard, for the bits. Is it a good ending? I don't care about it. Not the game I was expecting. Holy shit, Blaze! What the hell, dude? What the fuck? 100 subs? What the heck, dude? I think that puts us over 1,000 subs. Holy shit! Dude, you just pulled a Xeno on me! Thank you so much, Blaze! Holy crap! That puts us over 1,000 subs! Oh my god! Thank you!